Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about my favorite fiction books of 2022. So today I'm going to talk about all of the fiction books that I loved in 2022 that are not Christian fiction. My Christian fiction books are separate because I just had so many favorites this year between Christian fiction and regular fiction that I'm just like, we need two separate videos, please. So this is all of my favorite middle grade YA and adult fiction books. I'm really excited to talk about these books. So excited. All right. So these are my top 10 middle grade YA. And is there adult fiction? I don't think there is. It's just middle grade and YA. So we'll just go with that. All right. So my top 10 spot for favorites will go from least of the favorites, still favorites, to the very favorite. So first up is Spy Family manga series. That's number 10. And I don't know if it honestly would stay on this list because the first 5 volumes I loved. I couldn't get enough. I rated probably 4 stars for quite a few of them. And then it went downhill. So would it still be on this list? I don't know. That's debatable. That's why it's on spot number 10. So it's possibly debatable for that. Also check out the mug. It was a book gift from my mom. Anyways, so yeah. That might not be on my list anymore. It was as I was making it, but then I read volume 7 and 8, and it's slowly gone downhill. So I will still continue the series because I really want to know what happens, but yes. So this is about a spy family where the man in the family, he has to infiltrate a private school. So he adopts a child, and then he has to get married really quick to have a proper family. So he marries this girl without knowing that she is a secret assassin, and the little girl is a telepath. So it is really cute, especially the first couple books where they get to start becoming a family, getting to know one another, having adventures on their own and stuff. Yeah, the last couple have been kind of a letdown. So I would say honestly volume 1 through maybe 5 or 6 would probably be on my top 10. After that, not so much. And if you've seen my least favorite video, volume number 8 made it on my least favorite. So yeah. All right, and then the number 9 on my list of favorites this year. I know that first one didn't feel like a favorite, did it? Don't worry, we're getting really better now. All right, number 9 is A Restart by Gordon Corman, and I love this one. Actually, I just finished this a couple days before I'm filming this, but I loved it. It was so much fun. And actually one of his other books almost made it on this list, Unteachables, but I switched books because I like this one better. But this is about a kid named Chase who he ends up falling off his roof, and he wakes up in the hospital. He doesn't know who he is. He doesn't know what's going on. And so he has to learn from scratch pretty much who he is in his middle school, 8th grade. Yeah, it's middle school. But yeah, so he has to learn who he is again, and realizing that people look at him very strangely. They look at him with fear. They look at him with awe. They look at him with a lot of different things, and he's like, okay, what's going on? Who was I before this happened? So it's really good. I really love it. I love the characters and everything in it. So very happy that I read this. I love it. So I've read 2 of his books, I think, so far, and I definitely will be picking up more of his books. I don't know where to put these. All right, so number 8 is Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins. That's the second book in the Hunger Games. This year has been my first year that I've read through them. I have not read book 3 yet. I need to get to that because it's been a few months since I read book 2. But I loved book 2. I think I honestly liked it more than book 1. But yeah, so it's basically a dystopian storyline about this girl who takes her sister's place to be a tribute to these Hunger Games where they pretty much fight to the death. And honestly didn't think I was going to like it, but then I watched the movies, liked those, so I read the books. And book 2 made it on favorites list, so that's cool. All right, next one is, I have it here somewhere. Where are you? Oh, these books are heavy. Okay. Next one on my list is Tell Me by Joan Bauer. if you don't know, she's one of my favorite authors. If one didn't make it on this list, I'd probably be really sad about it. But Tell Me by Joan Bauer, I love this one. So this one is about a girl named Anna, and she has to spend, is it summer or just like, I think it's a summer, yeah, vacation with her grandmother. And she really doesn't want to. She kind of wants to stay home, but she goes. And as she's at the library, she sees this girl come out of a car with a woman. But this girl looks really scared and looks terrified. And the woman won't let her go to the bathroom alone in the library. She goes in with her. And so Anna's trying to figure out what's going on. This girl looks terrified. So she remembers what the car looks like, and she's trying to figure out what's going on, trying to get somebody to listen to her and try to help this girl that we don't know what's going on, but it's really good. I really love her middle grade books. They're amazing. All right, and then the next one on my list is Cress by Marissa Mayer. So this is my favorite book in the Cinder Chronicles. I think it might be almost tied with Cinder, but I did enjoy this one. So this one is all about Cress and how she's kind of helping Cinder and the gang, trying to just warn Cinder about Queen Lavanna's plan and plot. And I highly recommend reading or listening to the entire series on audiobook because they are amazing and I love them that way. So definitely check them out if you have not listened to the audiobook. They are chunkers, but definitely they're a lot easier if they're on audio. But Cress is my favorite, I think, out of the original series. All right, and then the next one that I have on my list is actually a reread for me, and that is When Stars Are Scattered by Victoria Jameson and Omar Mohammed. And I love this book. I read it last year for the first time, and I only gave it 4 stars, but it's heading on to 5 stars. So this is a graphic novel version of an autobiography, which I think is really cool. So it talks about Omar and his brother and how they were in a refugee camp in Africa. And his brother has a disability too, a learning disability. And so Omar is actually able to go to school, but he's kind of a little worried about his brother and stuff, but he ends up going. And it's just their day-to-day journey and how they're just waiting day to day and waiting until if they can move out of country and find a new home. So it is really good. It's pretty heartbreaking, but it's definitely informative. And I did also enjoy the audiobook too. I've done the physical and the audiobook. And the audiobook's really cool. There's different narrators. There's also sound effects too, which is really cool. I love when an audiobook goes that extra mile. So definitely check this one out. All right, and then my second to last favorite of this video is Monster Friends by Katie Van Dorn. Oh, I love this book so much. This honestly might be tied with the first spot, so like you can either put that one or the first one in first place, but Katie Van Dorn's Monster Friends, I just love this book so much. I had to get a physical copy, but the artwork is like the most cutest I've ever seen in a graphic novel. Like, oh, and she does her own drawings too, which I love. So this book is so adorable. It's about this little critter here, and he basically just wants to stay at home. He doesn't want to go on vacation, so he offers to like kind of house sit as his relatives go, and he just kind of wants to stay home. He doesn't want to do anything. He doesn't want to go on adventures, but then he meets this cute little girl right here, and she's like, no, I'm taking you on an adventure. I'm going to help you make friends and have fun. And that's what it is. And it's just the cutest thing. And I think this is more geared toward elementary age. But I mean, come on. I'm 30 and I love this book. So, so this is definitely one of my top favorites. All right. And then the last one, which is my top favorite fiction book of the year. And I don't have a physical copy of it. Maybe someday soon. But that is A Place to Hang the Moon by Kate Albus. And I love this book. It is a World War II historical fiction, a middle grade. And it's about this family who they're very representative of Lucy, Edmund, and Peter and Susan from Chronicles of Narnia. So no magical things happen, but we kind of follow them as they have no parents, so they are orphans. And their grandmother just passed away. And their grandmother didn't leave any notes to have them being taken care of. And so they are wealthy, but they have no one as family. So she literally just pretty much, you know, passed away, and they have nowhere to go. So her representative, or whatever it's called, for the will, he says, we're gonna take you before the bombings of London, and we're gonna ship you off to the countryside with the other children, and we don't want you to tell anybody that you're wealthy. So that way, hopefully, one of the families that you are fostered with will take you in without knowing that you're wealthy. And so they kind of get tossed from home to home. There's libraries and books involved in this book, which I love, and I love the ending. Oh, that ending is so perfect, and honestly really great for nowadays. Oh, I should have put it in my Christmas recommendation video. Ooh, that would have been good. But yeah, so if you haven't read it, it's perfect during like the late summer to winter season. It's perfect, and I love it so much, and that is definitely my favorite book of the year as far as general fiction goes. So yes, so if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for tomorrow's video. I'm excited. Thank you for tuning in to my first year of Bookmas. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Please let me know your favorite fiction books of this year down in the description box. I'd love to know. Maybe I can start making up another list for next year of more possibilities, but as if I don't have enough already. Anyway, so I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next video.